Okay, dreamer, please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at Mythical Awakened Judas and the update notice. So there's also the 7th channel. So basically these are the two main things for the update today. And there's 2 new costumes as well, a new Pointer Star quest and various play events. So let's check it out. Judas is a red frame hero. He's gonna be with the 7 Knights of O, so I expect him to be super OP. Okay. Judas was sealed in the abyss for many years before returning to Gaia and coming his impressive power equal to that of the 7 Knights of O. Okay, for his skills, we will not scroll too far down. Decrease magic damage taken and fixed damage received by 40%. So this completely just makes him good against all that is happening now, against Reginlave, Rosie, Freya, I don't know who else there is. Increases damage dealt to all enemies by 50%. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. If immortality for 6 turns. Ah my gosh. How many times do we need to do this? So clearly he will replace Fi, but he is, however, a universal hero, so there is a different dynamic here. And because he is a universal hero with immortality, Zahara may come back. Okay, because Zahara prevents immortality for universal heroes. So this is gonna be pretty interesting. We may see Zahara coming back. Okay, then for his first skill, he deals 350% physical damage to 4 enemies, deals additional damage equal to 20% of max HP, so this is gonna hit very hard. And he also has a 70 chance to apply fear. That's cool. So what is fear? They did not say. They did not say what is fear. I'm considering looking at the Chinese update notice in a bit, and I will explain it to you guys. Okay, so for his second skill, bottom skill, alright, this is the top skill, this is the bottom skill. Okay, so for the top skill, deals 200% physical damage to all enemies, decrease buff duration, ignore 60% defense. So it sounds okay, you know, not too unique, but the fear is pretty interesting for 4 turns. For his awakened skill, he applies 30,000 fixed damage, so a lot more fixed damage, and that is why one of the players, I think Chris, he previously mentioned why people are using more green jewels, because green jewels actually give you more HP to tank the fixed damage, if you know what I mean, instead of the defense, right? So this is something you can consider. So again, another fixed damage user on the ultimate skill applies poison and bleed. Previously, we have seen bleed from Fenrir, and for poison, we have seen it from Sage and Rosie, so you probably already have the resistance. Both of these do not actually incapacitate the enemy, so they only apply whenever they do a basic attack, okay? He also has death on the effect attack. He also has death, so he will go very well with Chris actually. I'm not sure about his speed. Okay, I'm not sure about his speed, but I think it will be on par with offensive and magic heroes. Okay, moving on, we'll look at exclusive item. Last power, which is the top skill, the first skill. He changes formation of all enemies, okay. Power of the Abyss, which is his passive, he decreased recovery rate by 80%. So this one, obviously, you know, Sage is... he's better than Sage in that sense. So if people start using the physical team or universal team or whatever that is, death team, they can use him over Sage. Basically that's where he can be used. I'm not sure if he can just be in the meta, just replacing someone. He can definitely replace Fi. He basically takes on a lot of effects from all the current heroes. But he is a universal hero after all, and being a universal hero means he can be used in different team compositions. And finally, for his awakened skill, he also decreased status effect resist rate by 20% for 3 turns. I mean, he sounds pretty okay. I'm still not sure what the fear is. Okay, so I've just checked the update notice from Taiwan side, and there is nothing on fear as well. So we will have to look at that later on. Maybe fear is something that it already exists, but I just can't remember. Okay, moving on. We have the new content, developer communication board, 7 channel. Okay, so the first posting period is after this update all the way to the 18th, which is a week later. Yeah, basically 7 days. Okay, so I guess that's why they call it 7 channel, because you can only post for 7 days. Okay, and then during this period, you can recommend opinions posted by other knights, and the developer will give you the answers separate based on the aggregate results. So what we want is to push for the best suggestion, and then Dev Kagura will directly reply to that suggestion. Okay, you can also what is this? Yeah, you can report if there are very rude comments as well. The images are so small. Okay, but anyway, yeah, basically that's all. So hopefully you guys go in with the best suggestions, and then for the whole world to see, and then we will try to bump it up. And I will try to write something. I mean, I've already made a video, 7 QL updates that I really want. I think inventory upgrade will be the one that's gonna be the first one on the list, I'm sure. Okay, Brawl Boss Variation Edition. So there are 3 different Leonids we need to face now. Oh, that's crazy. That's pretty crazy. 3 skill sets. So where is Astra? I don't know. I don't know where's Astra. Leonid 1 basically happened this week. Okay, so today is the last day you can do Leonid 1. From next week onwards, they're gonna change to Leonid 2 and Leonid 3. Okay, so just take note of this. We have 2 costumes. This is pretty nice. Rosie and yes, Sage's costume is so nice. Take my rubies. And finally, we have the Judas summon. Okay, anyway, I will be doing a live stream gacha later today, so do stay tuned for that. And Judas release celebration. This is a check-in. Okay, Abyss fragments. So I guess there's a dungeon coming up. You get 2 Abyss fragments, and there's a prime hero special ticket. So to not confuse people anymore, this is a prime special hero ticket, which means you have a chance, okay, to get the red frame heroes, and it is not guaranteed. Okay, a base fragment can be used as a material for 7 Knights of Old hero and unique special accessories. So there's a likely chance we can synthesize for Rosie here. Okay, Pointer Star quest, new Pointer Star. This is a 1-month Pointer Star. Let's see how difficult it is. Okay, so clear raid 100 times using auto repeat. That is fine. Play an adventure 250, that's totally fine. Clear a daily quest, you get 1 abyss fragment here. You get total of 3 abyss fragments here. Okay. Then obtain 100 rewards from extra raid. Play adventure even more. Clear daily quest even more. Basically play a lot of adventure. Win in arena with a 7-knight hero. We have Rudy now, so that's totally fine, okay? But take note that all these are not cumulative. So you have to clear order 1 first completely before you can move on to order 2. Okay, it's not gonna be like if you clear 250 here, you will already have cleared 250 here. You will have to clear another 500. Okay, just take note of that. Daily quest 10 times, so this will at least take 2 days. This will take like 4 days. Okay, this will take 7 days, and this will take 10 days. Do we have enough time? 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 plus 10. 23 days. 23 days. I'm just gonna check my calendar. I realized the pointer star starts next week, by the way, so not this week. The 23 days. That's about 3 weeks. So it will end about 12. You should have enough time, okay? You should have enough time because the entire duration is about 4 weeks. So all you need is 23 days to complete everything. Okay, just take note of that. The rewards look pretty good. Rewards look pretty good. You can get 3 Abyss Fragments again, just to re-emphasize that. Okay, special dungeon. Abyss Powder. So yeah, it's a 2-step synthesis again. And you can okay, all the okay, you can actually get a Gelidus easily now with 4 special heroes. What about that? What about that? You can easily get Gelidus now. But it's a lot of gold, by the way. A lot of gold, okay? So just take note. Anyway, Abyss Powder, 3 Abyss Powders for Abyss Fragments 7 times. You need 7. You can use 21 Abyss Powder to get 7 Abyss Fragments. And you need 7 Abyss Fragments for the different accessories which look amazing. And they're very unique names. So currently we are already getting 3 from the pointer star, and then we have 3 from the from the check-in. So we have 6 already for free. So if we do this for 3 days, we get 1 accessory. I need to know how long everything lasts though. It lasts for 3 weeks, okay? So the special dungeon lasts for 3 weeks. And in that case, you can get 21 Abyss Powder, which is 7. It feels like you're lacking 1 Abyss Fragment then, because you get 7 here and you get 6 from the pointer star and the check-in as a free-to-play player. So you probably lack 1. Yeah, I think you lack 1. Otherwise, you can get 2 accessories. Anyway, you can even get a Rosie though for 8 Abyss Fragments. So that's something to think about. Anyway, let's look at the effects. Increase crit rate and damage by 10% each turn up to ooh. Oh wow. This is pretty much the Yuri effect. Right, this is a Yuri effect. Decrease HP by 4000 on basic attack. I'm not sure how this stands in the current meta because there's a lot of fixed damage. So it could be good, it could not be very good, but 4000 is a lot. 4000 is actually a lot, especially if you attach it to a counter hero. That is pretty devastating, especially on Regenlave, who counters so much and also deals a lot of extra damage. And this one definitely bypasses shields because it's an effect. I believe it will just decrease HP. It's not really like it's not an AoE damage like what Regenlave would do. So this is pretty interesting. We can see this coming back into the meta. And finally, we have this recovers HP equal to 50% on physical attack and magic attack every 3 turns. That is gross. This is really gross. This is similar to Fenrir's effect, but it's every 3 turns, and that is pretty gross. I think I will go for this for sure. I'll go for this. This one is still pretty okay. The crit rate and crit damage one is still pretty okay. It will be very good for damage dealers, of course. I think all 3 are actually pretty good, but I will prioritize these 2 if I were, I'll prioritize this one first. Recovers HP. This is very gross. This is basically like Isabella's Vigor but using turn count instead. Couple this with debuff cleansing and you basically, you know, get a refreshed hero every 3 turns. That is very gross. Okay, moving on. A weekly quest. Do we get any abyss fragments here? No, we don't. Okay, so I don't have to go through this. Fear. Oh, we're gonna finally get fear. I'm gonna try to read it. It's very blurred. Okay, here. If the enemy is attacked while activated, the enemy receives damage. Huh? The enemy receives damage from critical hit and lethal attack. That's so it's kind of like you can't block then. It's kind of like block nullification. However, it will be such that crit and lethal hits will be guaranteed. Oh, that is gross. That is actually bad. Yeah, okay, so basically, let's go back to his skill set, okay? You apply fear on 4 enemies, which means these 4 enemies, when being hit with fear, will always be dealt crit and lethal attacks, and that's pretty crazy. That is very crazy, which means you don't even need, you basically don't need speed on this guy. I mean, you don't need crit and lethal on this guy because he doesn't need crit and lethal stats because of the fear. So basically, once he applies fear, you know, your team can just be equipped with speed weapons actually, and you can still do a lot of damage. It guarantees crit and lethal hits. That is a interesting and very cool mechanic. Hopefully it'll only be on Judas. Hopefully, okay? But yeah, basically that's all for this update. I'm very excited to test him out if I can get him. Okay, if I can get him. So do stay tuned for more videos. I'm sorry this video took a little longer because there's a lot of things happening. I just woke up and my mind is very unclear. Okay, so do stay tuned for Judas review tomorrow, and I'll be pulling him tonight later on in about 12 hours time actually, and hopefully we get 1 copy of him to test him out. So thank you so much for watching. Do remember to like and subscribe to my channel. See you.